Hello and greetings, my fellow Lone Darkians, and welcome to the April Developer Diary from Hinterland. Apologies coming up a little bit late at night. I just caught it. I know they had teased this, I think, yesterday on their social media for this, so I expect they said by the end of the week, but it was like kind of almost like the same day. But here we are. We'll get into this. Now, the first part of it is going to be about episode 5. One thing I do want to bring to mind, because I think it's mostly because it's been 11 years. This has been 5 episodes, over 11 years. People not always the most patient because we actually go up to SteamDB. That's what it's sitting at about the Long Dark, because they did separate the games. So now there's a survival mode and now the Winter Mute. And there's also the base game that has both of them in it. That's very positive still. So I think a lot of it is just people really wanted this done. And it has been delay and delay and delay. They did redo part 1 and 2 though, so that is understandable, and I think it actually was beneficial to the story. But let's dive into this. This developer diary for April 2025. Dear players, it's been a busy few months since we wrapped up the final part of the Tales from Terra Territory DLC in December and shipped the final parts of the Switch in March. Now that had still some issues. I will check back on my Switch. I think Switch 2 pre-orders. I'm anxious to see what the Long Dark is going to run on the Switch 2, and if Black Frost Long Dark 2 is going to be on that soon as well, when that does release. So I want to update you on some of those things and address a few outstanding topics that I know are on your mind. Okay, episode 5, and it looks like we have some concept art here. See if we can expand that a little bit. Cooper's Blind. So this is in Perseverance Mills. Yeah, I like it. So we got a radio. A nice little pub. We haven't really seen a lot of. There's been no alcohol. Like, it's been pretty much a dry county all over that. So that's not. Oh yeah, it's all just got a nice little lantern hanging there. Frosty Fresh. Seeing if I can get any other glimpses of anything from here. But remember, this is all concept. Might not look as that good. We'll have to see. Okay, we got something else here. We got a lighthouse top of it, and this is all green though, which is interesting because usually it's all snow. Is there going to be anything like that different? Ooh, I wonder. What a Long Dark they didn't have snow on it. Wouldn't that be weird? I think some people have done. Maybe there's a mod. There's been a mod for that, but it had to be interesting. Episode work is ongoing. I didn't figure there would be any specific details. I don't think this is going to be till late fall. I could even anticipate a delay. And it's understandable, but it is what it is. But we're really trying to avoid spoilers, so we won't be sharing much in detail about the episode until the first teaser. And if you do remember back when they had that teaser to a teaser, they had a countdown to a teaser trailer that led to the other trailer. That was good. I will say the episode is most ambitious we built so far, and that's what they've kept saying a lot. It has quite a few systems we haven't used in other episodes. So maybe some of the new systems. They did separate the games because they said it would be more coding. I think, really honestly, they wanted to double dip and sell 2 different copies of the game, but it doesn't really matter anymore. We also feel the weight of anticipation and the need to ensure we ship something of the highest quality. Well, that's always good. You know, they ship it bad, that's what people are going to remember. Because actually the DLC just recently turned positive because the DLC in the beginning launched in not a great state. So they did correct the ship though. They had to give her props. We know many of you like us have been waiting years for years is a short way to be about it. About 11 actually. Once it's done, we can never go back. Well, that's also weird because you went back on episode 1 and 2. I mean, you can always go back. But I mean, that first launch, episode 5, that's going to be major for the team. And I think it's going to go well, actually. Probably not as well, but just because it's been 11 years. I don't think we can anticipate the way the first episode launched versus episode 5. It has to be great. I understand that. I'd rather it be great. Okay, then we'll start talking. We'll expand these pictures as well. Oh, that's nice, right? Along the coast, that's what Perseverance Mills is anyway. And this is probably a picture of it when it's not wintertime. I imagine it's still going to be winter. We have too much snow in the budget to not. Clarified scope and episode scope for you. Episode 5 is between 2 to 3 times as much cinematic and story content as episode 4. Which is good, because episode 4 was actually mostly cinematic. I think I ran it in 9 or 10 hours. But that's, granted, that's me screwing around. So that's nice. Game world you'll be playing is about 3 to 4 times as big as Episode 4. And Episode 4 was basically Black Rock. So, are we going to be multiple maps, though? I just want to know what the size of Perseverance Mills is. That sounds interesting. There are a lot of story threads to lie up across the episodes, because I also feel, in my personal opinion, not a lot has happened in the first, Mathis, and slight spoilers if you've been waiting for like 11 years. Some people have, though. Kudos to you. Yeah, that was there, but there's also some other stuff that, it just needs to all tie up. And then it'll kind of leave a teaser, I think, to Long Dark, too. I think that's always kind of been the plan. Wrap the winter storyline, but also to set the stage for the future, because Raph wants it like The Last of Us. That's what he wants. He wants to be Hideo Kojima. Or Neil Druckmann, So I've taken to use several different places and hear from a lot of new people. Because of what the story needs, we'll focus on narrative more than traditionally, and this mission flow for episode 5 is probably more linear than previous. And I'm okay with that. I don't mind a linear, like Telltale game, stuff like that. I'm a veteran of that. That's fine. And this one, for the story mode, survival is not the most important thing to me for the story. That can take second backseat. We have survival mode. That's fine. And the mission flow for episode 5 probably more linear than previously episodes as a result. The episode will take you through many new locations that are new to the game and the world. So there will be places you've never seen before. In this final episode of the story, has you playing as both Mackenzie and Astrid in the same episode. That's really cool. Can we see Will from like her perspective, like as a person and on the map? Oh, that would be kind of cool. Key characters from previous episodes. So Methuselah, Jeremiah, maybe Molly. I don't know. Grandmother back for vengeance could be cool. So there's a lot. We're also using new motion capture tech for our team to deliver an even higher bar for the story delivery. Yeah, they did acquire that from a video game company closing, I think, in Canada. I don't think they extend outside the context of survival mode, although some of the work entails helps set the foundation for some of the work we're attempting in episode 5. Most ambitious thing we've done in Long Dark, okay. Sense of intuition behind the episode. Got it. And here we have another building. I think it's the same bar, though. I'm going to hazard a guess because I see a dartboard over here. Let's go back, actually, real quick. Because that has some of the tile. I'm just kind of guessing here. Yeah, it's the same bar. Okay. So this is also Cooper's Blind. There's also a toilet in there. I'm already excited. 2 floors, nice fireplace. The majority of the development team at Hinterland is working on episode 5. So they have the smaller team working on Black Frost. Yeah, so they're still working on it, and I understand you got to have the working on that as well, because you got to think about tomorrow, of course. Enough time and focus episode at a higher standard to the remainder of the year. Towards the end of the year. Okay, so later than I thought. Okay. Well, I kind of figured that. I have a feeling it will be postponed till next year. If they say end of the year, I feel next year. But that's usually what has happened. But hopefully I'm wrong. We're also pushing out the other planned survival mode updates to ensure the team can focus all their efforts on episode 5 at this point. Thus, and deliver a strong finale for the story. And this is what I find ironic, is that they go silent for months, because Raph handles all the social stuff, doesn't let anybody else do it. They've really closed themselves off from other parts of the internet. I mean, to each his own. But Tales from Far Territory now complete. I'd say, yeah, I agree. I think there's a couple other things they hadn't finished yet, but they're working on it. Best value for the money, I say so. Especially comes Nintendo charging $90 for physical edition games. $20, pretty good value. I did give a positive recommendation even when this came out, because I knew it'd be good at the end. I know there's a really bumpy road. And they have a recap video as well, but we've all, if you follow the channel, you know everything that's gone on. If you're buying Tales, Because it didn't sell, I think, as well as they wanted. But this is the thing: when you had initially, you had great sales over the years. You gave it free on Epic. It was on Xbox Game Pass. But it's many years down the road. Many years down the road. Then you're gonna have some drop off. It's unavoidable. Uh, As we see all the Steam achievements. Yeah, because I think Steam achievements on this DLC count for everybody in the Long Dark player base. So that's why they're all 0.01%, because not a lot of people bought the DLC, as you would think. But hopefully that was enough to pay the bills there. All right, so now that we were talking about before that they were teasing visual enhancements, that these are finished. Okay. Yeah, do we have a video for this? Okay. And is this before or after? Okay. Free update coming June. Okay, so... Well, that's about a month and a half away, alright. Colored shadows. Ooh, okay. I see it. Okay, realistic shadows, enhanced environment immersion, okay. Yeah, I definitely see that. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Standard? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is out in, I do believe, Mystery Lake. Could be wrong. Oh, this is Mystery Lake, okay. Out by, Carter Dam. Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking, lads. Yeah, I really like these shadows. Clear weather, okay. Oh, yeah. Ooh. And currently on the channel, we are running on the top of the line Corsair 5000 series card at 5090. So, we're going to get a lot of bang for our buck in this June update. Alright, train blending. Ooh, so I thought people said also there's a little bit of jaggedness in some of the textures and stuff. But... Oh. Hello there. This is nice. I just turned that down a little bit. Apologies. Standard, okay. Nice. I noticed the shadows and the terrain blending. Well, this is... Okay, yeah. Okay. Out by the Orchid gas station. Oh. And lucky am I already got the Oblivion remaster this week. Alright, improved anti-aliasing. Okay, so they had a TAA too, okay. My PC, I'm not gonna... We're going TAA. Crank that sucker up. Let's see. That's too close, game. Yeah, a little better. You can tell a little bit of a difference there, but... I appreciate Hidden Land this deep dive video. I will kind of dissect this video further. Maybe another video we'll talk about on our Daily Broken Silence series. Alright, colored fog. Ooh. Yeah, I saw a couple of screenshots they had of this, and I like it. Alright, and this is going to be a free update. Yeah, look at that sunset. Oh. Light snow at 7 p.m., okay. Looks so good, am I right? Ambient particle effects. Ooh, sparks during the aurora, okay. Ooh, I see it. Okay. I went to High Rothgar. Oh, hello. That cooks. Oh man. I can tell the difference there. Are you kidding me? Could this year get any better? I don't. You're gonna get GTA 6 this year. This is incredible. Okay. Oh really? What? Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh! The visual only, but still. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy shnikes! Mind blown. Improved ambient inclusion, nice. Okay, this next gen enhancement is really a next gen enhancement. I like it. Some companies that kind of just pretend, but a camping office. Like the side-by-side comparisons. Definitely tell the shadows are more pronounced. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. We are cooking. Enhanced too, yeah. Well, even a regular game of TLD is pretty. Okay, more texture crisp. All right. Definitely noticed some stuff there, but oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Definitely more pronounced. Yeah, a little bit better. Okay, more improved terrain shadows. Like it. Oh, yeah. I am like a kid in a candy store right now. This is just great. And lovely. Like looking at the Mona Lisa. Improved structure, shadows, interior and exterior. Oh yeah, this is... By Talos, we're cooking. That a little bit more subtle difference, but we can tell. Look at the shadows behind the glass, too. Motion blur. No. Optional. You're darn right. We don't have motion blur on this channel. Nah, that's my one rule. Ugh, God, I'm getting... Ugh. Disgusting. That's disgusting. Oh. Turn it off. Oh, enhanced draw distance. I was hoping for, because I got mine maxed out, and it's still... There's a lot of pop in, and I don't like it. Okay. Hey! Because, you know, we'll be cranking ours up to the max, baby. Oof. Alright. I like what we're seeing. I like it. Now, items. Okay, okay, there we go. Oh. Let them cook. Over at Summoner Pass. Okay. That's just a little summary of everything. Okay, so some of it on every platform, right? Probably not been out some stuff on Switch. Yeah, this is a free update. Okay. Well, I think we got about all of that. All right. Okay. I'll keep my nature most tabs are target high-end systems. Well, don't worry, folks. Here you will get it, and I will try to cover that on my PS5. I didn't get the Pro because I feel like it's not about the money. I just think it's a waste. Because I got a PS4 Pro. I barely used it. So like I have an Xbox Series X. That goes for Netflix, really. Steam and Epic Store by end of May. Okay, so console gonna be... So we'll have this by the end of May. So not as long as a wait. But console is gonna be a little longer in June. Okay. Okay, so properly bringing it to the Xbox Series X and PS5. Yeah, those do take a little bit longer. If you play Long Dark on PlayStation or Xbox. Generation 9. So one of the later ones? Oh, PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, you are going to get left behind in the times. Okay, then they'll have to... If you do need to, you know, migrate your existing saves from Xbox One or PS4, they will have something for that as well, hopefully. Okay, you're going to get the upgrade to the enhanced version, of course. Okay. So nothing extra purchases ruined. Okay, so this is what I'm also interesting about. Probably it's going to be a longer video than I anticipated, but we'll get the work done. Cooking with ruined food and trader rebalancing. Now that I felt like I think they need to do some things. Like, it's either got to be one way or the other. If you can't use ruined food when you're cooking those recipes, why can we eat it, you know, regularly? Well, level 5 cooking, granted, but... I made a change to prevent ruined food from being used as an ingredient in cooking. This was an intentional change, as using ruined items went against the philosophy of the system in general. But food is always kind of be like that. Realize that there's some issues for people who are locked out of certain recipes because it's long-running survival games. Yeah, that's the thing. Is some of these later on, you can't. If you want to do the recipes later, it's not really viable. We'll be releasing how to fix that address some part of this issue by rebalancing some of the condition decay rates on specific... Oh, okay. So some of the stuff, like especially for those things, are going to have less decay, I guess. I didn't feel like fresh meat or fish was really a deal. Some of the more rare, like corn, probably. Maybe potatoes, carrots. Or time to process harvest food from hunting and fishing. Okay, I didn't really think that was an issue, but let me know in the comments what you feel about that. Restore. Yeah, but if you don't take away the cooking level 5, it's fine. You plan your hunting and fishing activities accordingly with things like salt added to the game. You now have options for preserving meat and fish long term. And that is, of course, if you do have the DLC. Some rare food items required for some of the more complex recipe. Canned peaches. Okay. So now we can get canned peaches from the trading system. Should be able to trade with Sutherland to get it. Okay, yeah, if he has it on that. Sometimes it's kind of random what he has, so. Okay, so that's coming in May for PC, June for the consoles. All right, cool. Switch crashes. Yeah, we did not have a great time with the Switch update. I do have one of the first Switches, though. I didn't have one of the later ones, so maybe that's it. I don't know. Bit unfortunate. Here's Switch Part 5 and 6, Tales of February. So it's a memory-related crash from playing in docked mode. Reasons, but only in docked mode. Okay, so that should impact. I was playing in docked mode because that's just how we game capture it. So handheld, it should be fine. Okay, that sounds like a good fix. Okay. Launch on April 28th. Okay, so that's only a couple days away. We'll double check on that. Circle back when that update does come out. Quality of life update with new content for the Trader Safe House. Gameplay, balancing, tuning, bug fix, etc. Before shipped episode 5. Okay, so there is going to be another hotfix, Trader and Safe House. There's going to be new content for the Trader and Safe House as well. And tuning, bug fixes. But they're saying everything is waiting until episode 5 is done. Okay. So this is 2026. I'm just going to call it and say it. This is 2026. Which is also when kind of Long Dark 2 comes out. So you wonder, is this going to get pushed again? But I always like to play devil's advocate. So that is out. And mod support, I always thought that, I don't know if they would, but according to the future patch, quality of life update, it was splitting focus. Okay. So what's after episode 5? It's been years in the making, and most of the ways completion when reached at the end of the Long Dark. In quotes, we've still seen an update in the game, but complete story mode has been a point of accountability. Story mode finished. We're looking forward to having some breathing room to figure out next steps, continue to do our work without the weight of a big promise hanging over us. Well, kind of, you got the next promise of it, though. They didn't mention anything in story mode, though, I don't think Raph could not do it, though. He can't help himself. I think it would sell very well as a survival game, but I think they will do the story. At least we're going to think about shipping episode 5 and finishing Wintermeat as the end. We'll have delivered our promises, lined up our obligations. They didn't do a lot of Kickstarter stuff, but half the time nobody does anyway. I'll just let it go. We'll be happy with the results and feel they were worth the wait. Make some choice about what to do with the game. We'll be interested to hear your thoughts about what you'd like to see. I know you've got a new game. I mean, that's just my philosophy. Some people want you to update the same game with new stuff forever and not charge anything. So, I mean, I don't think they'll do another DLC. I don't think it was as profitable as it should be. So, survey around this before the end of the year. So, it'll be a community survey. Look out for that. Probably in the Hinterland Forum. So, we'll give you a chance to influence the future of Long Dark. And as mentioned, there will definitely be at least one more quality of life update, I think, after episode 5. Improve custom settings, mod support. We also promised Hunted Part 3. That's not going to be until 2026, I'm sure. But also, your team is working on Black Frost too, so I'd like to see how would you like to continue supporting the game. Costs some money to run. I mean, they do have 88. I think it's around 88 employees right now. With Black Frost over the years. So folks will be able to continue building games and supporting them for years to come. Safe and fair to our team. A lot of our friends and fellow industry students shut down in the last couple of years. Got it. Sorry, I'm paraphrasing a little bit. I know everyone wants me to always read word for word, but we wouldn't want to move ahead without you being part of the journey. We just want to hear what you'd like to see more, whether it's more regions, more mechanics, more story. We'll add all kinds of questions. Like, I don't, like, I would just, yeah, I would not recommend, like, hey, do you want to see another season 2 of The Long Dark? I don't think it's financially viable. Maybe they'll put it down as a survey request, but I don't think it'd be a good business idea at the end of the day. Maybe in Black Frost Long Dark 2 with the Epic engine, Unreal Engine, it might be better. We'll have to see. All kinds of questions. So probably, I imagine it's probably just going to be on their forums. But we'll have to see. Maybe they'll have a forum. You know, it's announced for Black Frost 2 at the Game Awards in December. Interesting question, but how can you announce a sequel for the game is finished? Well, I mean, I understand why they did it. I understand a lot of things why they did it. It didn't line up the way it should have. And these things happen. I think things will be right at the end of the day. And they were talking about making other games, but I don't think there was enough interest for that. So I think that's why they kind of also went to Long Dark 2, because it's a solid. You're gonna make sales. That's definitely what you want. You want to make sales. If you try something new, something different right now, could it go? Maybe. You never know. I see a lot of great games, and unfortunately, they just don't make any money. And it's sad to see, but it's just a lot of luck involved too. They don't they don't do a publisher. They don't have any payroll parent company, you know. Yeah, but most of those studios aren't generating. That's all from, you know, the publisher, etc. And if it goes bad, and then yeah, the studio gets shut down. You see that a lot from Xbox, etc. all around the world. I covered out the revenue from Long Dark and DLC like Tell from Far Territory. Wouldn't be feasible for us to go dark for 2 to 3 years. Yeah, because that's why they're going to early access, because they do need to generate revenue, and I understand that. I think that we'll have at least 2 maps when that comes out. It does make me wonder. I don't think it's going to be soon, though. We'll have to see how the other teams, how far they progressed. Revenue stream. If somebody got out of business, we didn't release something within a reasonable distance. Wrapping up the Long Dark. Okay. I heard bring an audience to a sequel if we lost them along the way. And unfortunately, yeah, they have lost, I would say, a good percentage of the player base. I know, because I know on the streams and everything else, I know a lot of the Long Dark people over the years, because I did stream it straight only for about, like, I don't know, like 4 years, something like that. I still do it about ways occasionally streaming. We do the Long Dark content every day. So I know the community. I know the people very well. Great people. But you did use a lot more of the casuals. It's 11 years, I think, so a lot of people have forgotten. But I think this is going to sell well. I will be promoting it, doing what I can. But I'm going to be playing it on launch day. I'm in the situation in Hinterland where I'm not going to be asking for anything. They're not going to be giving me anything, and that's fine. We'll wait. I just play with you guys. I will be able for Black Frost to have Black Frost shipped in early access and between updates here and there. Be able to bounce back to Long Dark to continue. So I anticipate when you get bored with Long Dark 2, you just go back to the Long Dark. I will do probably some retro stuff to cover it, but I'm going to try to really delve into Long Dark 2. And close out a lot of the Long Dark we do going forward. We'll still maybe do some retro stuff, but I'm not going to, you know, beat a dead horse, so to speak, Will. Sorry, I always feel like I'm talking to Will during these. We can keep playing the larger world building for you. You can continue to invest your time playing the game. Will always be there for you. And Long Dark does have a consistent player base. It's not huge, but I'm just thinking Steam numbers. I don't know. We don't usually get the console numbers. It's no longer on Game Pass. It was free on Epic, though. I just don't have those numbers. Our time gradually will put a larger proportion of our time and resources into building up Black Frost. Also need the same focus dedication on the Long Dark. I granted Long Dark probably will, depending on, it all depends on the sales. And sometimes it's luck. Supporting each other in the player community behind those both games being part of the blended community who loves the broader side of the idea of Long Dark as a setting. But Apocalypse that unites the game. Build excitement around new projects. We don't have massive marketing budgets to promote our games within. We sell directly to you and race our biz with you. Wishlist on Steam are a way of studios to generate anticipation of the projects and to gather goodwill and interest. Turning those wishlists over time. The more delicious the game launched with, the more likelihood the launch going well. Hitting that critical mass to get intense will help it break out on the 100,000 plus new games that launch on Steam every month on Steam. A lot of games. I'm covering a lot of games, but I miss a lot. How well the game could sell over time, which will help with our long-term planning. It's very core how Steam works. Yeah, sometimes they just shadow dropped Oblivion. What if something like that happens when Long Dark 2 launches? You never know. We really need to be able to use the system we build up towards the early access launch of Black Frost. Only works if we can talk about our work, share it, and get people excited about it. Some of you weren't happy to announce Black Frost before you could play After Long Dark. I mean, it's just a situational thing. I don't think it was intentional. It's just how it happened. But some people always got to have a knee-jerk reaction to that. But aside from what we talk about other revenue, our work revenue could simply run dry before we get to Black Frost launch, which would be a pretty serious problem for us. I mean, Bethesda announced Elder Scrolls 6 like, what, 5-6 years ago at this point? Launched Black Frost relaxed about a year after we shipped to Long Dark. So, I don't know if they mention the way they say that. Let me know in the comments if they're different. That means like 2027. We have episode 5 now. We have a lot to deliver. I gave you wait a long time. We'll be shipping this year. And if it is to 2027, I will still cover Long Dark through 2026, but probably just not as much. We might scale back a little bit, just in regards. But remember, always Long Dark is dear to my heart. And the game will be finished. And also remember, he did try to throw shade on the Manor Lords developer for being too slow in early access. I just like to throw that in. I've been afraid to share our work outside of Long Dark for any other angering players. Because sometimes, yeah, that's always the player's fault. Yeah. Gotta be patient with us. And hey, I've been yelled at in his DMs by him. So, you know, I'm so patient. I'm still supporting the game. Push the fans, community attacking the dev team or the studio. Yeah, products continue futures and roadmaps are entwined. And someday we might even talk about other non-TLB Black Frost projects. I think for right now, I do recommend their business idea because really, you kind of have to stick. You need a staple because right now, indie developers, whole projects sometimes can be big hits, and sometimes you can lose it all. But it's a little bit of a gamble, so I understand about some of these things. He was there talking about a sci-fi game before. My thing is this: the runtime development time is a little insane. Because I love the game went Hinterland to be more than just the Long Dark. Will it happen? Maybe. Time will tell in that regard. We say positive space, and oh wow, the virtual signaling in this is just off the charts here. I'd like to be able to start sharing more info about the Black Frost and future dev diaries. Triggering. Oh my god, could we use any more of those words? Oh, alright. Like Sweet Baby Ink wrote this. Okay, and I'm wishlisted, I'm ready for it. But also GOG and Wii Game, which is interesting. On Tencent's Wii Game platform, I did not even know that was a thing. They have parity with Steam. Okay, so they're updating it on the Tencent Wii Game. Didn't know that was a thing. GOG, that's what I also want to hear about. Interesting. Bringing the game back to GOG. Went to business to old team at GOG. Okay, so they are going to bring it back to GOG. Okay, so they are getting updated to the latest version. That's really nice, because they kind of just stopped updating it to GOG. Okay, so we'll have word on that soon. Oh no, they might April 24th. Ooh, okay, I'll mention this in videos as well. 90% discount. Pricing elasticity. I think you will sell some good amount of copies. 90% discount on what? Well, the full game's still a little pricey. We'll have to see, but that's quite good. I definitely think it's a good deal. Depends. It's probably just going to be the server. I don't know if they do have it separate. They don't sell it as the base game anymore, I think. Okay. So that's the Dev Diary. Let me know in the comments. I apologize if I was a little critical on some things, but I think it's supposed to have both sides of the picture in this. But overall, you know, I am always excited to Long Dark, and I've been bringing it to you for 11 years, and with Long Dark 2, it might be 11 more. We shall have to see. Might have to hook me up to a machine at some point to keep me alive, but I'm excited for this. A lot longer. Back in my mind, I had a little bit of thing like, I think it's going to be this long, but I was hoping less. But we're probably not going to see Long Dark 2, maybe not till the end of 2026, 2027. This is going to probably be a holiday 2025. So we're just going to be saying, wait, we're not going to get any other content till then. So it's going to be a bit of a long wait. I hope you guys do endure it. But join me on the channel. I'll be covering Long Dark. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.